Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay, today is Friday. Unfortunately, I just got off the phone with my Snap-on dealer. Okay, unfortunately, the truck is down at the moment, so he's not gonna be able to make it to me today. Okay, he did technically have two special orders for me that I was supposed to pick up, but I'm not pressed for time on them. I'm not really worried about that, but I did want to get on the truck and take a look at some pneumatic air hammer bits that he had on the truck. But as I was talking to him, he told me, which sets that he did actually have, and the sets that he had weren't the ones that I'm actually looking for. So those, if I decide to go the Snap-on route, you know, I may have to put in a special order for them if I just happen to go in that route. Like I said, I have been looking at some Ajax bits, and I also been looking at some old Forge bits, okay, which is a new old stock. Um, Not for nothing, I've been looking at a lot of different equipment in new old stock, testically compared to some of the newer equipment that is out, okay. And my personal preference when it comes to certain equipment, I actually prefer the new old stock, especially when it's brand new. Okay, and we're dealing with a tool truck. A lot of that stuff is still warranted, depending upon what type of relationship you have with a dealer, or you just have to know someone. If you technically don't know, then it may be more of a process or more of a hard time getting certain things warranted out, and so on and so forth. Okay, but yesterday I did make it to the storage to do a little walkthrough. As you can see, I threw up a video for a gentleman named Randy. But technically, I didn't do that video correctly the way that I really would have liked to. So later on today, I will be returning back to the storage because I technically want to do that video over. But this time, when I go to do the video, I'm going to go more into depth with some of the products and items that you didn't get an opportunity to see in yesterday's video. And then I'm going to go back through to the cart and go a whole lot much more deeper into detail in the cart. I'm going to remove some things. I'm going to really, get down into the sockets and really get down into some of the other drawers and get out some of the items, and do a couple of comparisons amongst some tools and some demonstrations that previously I tried to demonstrate or try to explain. And if I was explaining or talking about a particular tool and didn't have the other tools around to do a side-by-side comparison, I'm gonna be doing a lot of that today later on this evening. As you can see, I'm at work. I'm in the shop right now. Right now it's a little quiet. The rest of the technicians, they in the back in the kitchen on break at moment. But yeah, pretty much today later on, this afternoon, I'm gonna go really hard in detail and in depth, especially with the top of the cart and as far as the sockets and things like that, because I technically want the viewers to understand and know, yes, just because you see I throw up a lot of Milwaukee equipment and Snap-on equipment, and I have a lot of different items. I'm not sponsored by any tool truck company. I'm not sponsored by any tool distributors or anything like that. Like I was stating in the video, I wanted to rephrase myself and recorrect, because when I was talking in the video, I went off to say that, basically I'm not really biased to any tool distributors or tool brands. So I want to rephrase what was said, because in all actuality, I'm just technically not biased to any tool distributor or any tool brand. Um, the reason why I have Milwaukee equipment, and the reason why I have Snap-on equipment, well, as you can see, I have a Snap-on dealer, okay, that comes to the shop. So that is just a particular open lane, okay? Now, it'd have been a difference if it was a Mako truck or a Mack truck or a Cornwell truck. Quite some months ago, Um, I was visited here at the shop by a representative of Mako, and when they came to speak to my supervisor first, and my supervisor came out into the shop, and he told me that they were here to see me, and that he asked me that I want to speak to him. So, I did have a conversation with them, and I brought the representative into the shop. And as he can see on the tool cart, I had snap-on decals and Mako decals. So as we were talking, as he can see, yes, I had a lot of Milwaukee and snap-on equipment, but I went off to show him, just because I have those items, I do have items of Mako, okay, but I don't have as much Mako equipment as I have most other equipment, okay. um Another thing to say that I was mentioning in the video, um, all 85% of all of my equipment that's in these videos on YouTube are basically all purchased with all my financial capital. Mainly more, there's only roughly about 15% of equipment that I've shown that I'm actually still paying a tool bill to the Snap-on truck, and which is only but so many items. As you can see in a lot of videos that I have put up, a lot of times some of the Snap-on equipment came from other platforms, but due to the fact that I do deal with a dealer, I'm capable of swapping certain things out and getting things warranted when needed. And that's basically due to the relationship and what type of business, I do with my dealer. So that's pretty much that. So later on, this afternoon, stay tuned so I can give you a deep overview and go more into depth with the video, because there's some things that I wanted to correct in that video. When I went to the bottom drawer and I was showing the Milwaukee cordless, the 3/8 drive, and another impact wrench that I have in the chest, I didn't realize that I had stated that the mid torque was at the bottom drawer, which that's not the mid torque, that's actually the 1/2 inch high torque. Okay, that's the beast right there. So like I said, there's a couple of things, because when I was recording the video, I don't edit none of these videos. You understand? I just randomly and simultaneously just pull out a device and just start recording however I feel. A lot of people, put in the comments sometimes, because I say a lot, you know, in the videos, which yes I do know. It's because I'm not sitting here with cue cards or editing in videos or anything like that. So I'm more enough freestyling what I want to say to the viewers. Everything is not all picture perfect. I'm not recording with any sophisticated camera equipment or in shop with tripod stands and things like that, trying to demonstrate for the viewers. Anytime you see these videos on YouTube is because I actually keep two tablets around me. One of the tablets is for diagnostic purposes, and then I keep another tablet around for my own personal uses, to keep my own personal files and things like that. Okay, so just to give a little understanding of that, what you see sitting here a lot of times is when I'm browsing and I'm looking for a certain particular equipment. As you can see, I do hold the Snap-on Master Catalog. Okay, these type of catalogs here, they don't demonstrate price ranges or nothing like that. These catalogs right here basically give you the specs and give you the measurements, and they give you the part numbers. Okay, so when I'm on a truck, or a lot of times when I'm talking to my dealer, a lot of times I know about equipment and tools that he doesn't even know exist. Sometimes I have to provide certain part numbers to him, and a lot of times when I bring certain equipment to his intention, like I said, he be trying to figure out, how did I know that these items existed? Because for every region, wherever there's a tool truck, the tool truck owners and stuff, when they go to stock up on their items, they get a lot of what's in demand. Okay, but there's a lot of items out there that a lot of people do not know anything about. Okay, here what I had on special order, as you can see, is flank drive magnetic power sockets. Okay, and shallow and deep. But to give you a good example of some things that people may not know exist. As you can see right here for your digital torque wrenches, and as you can see, the part number is Tech 4Z600. Okay, this is the standard models, 4 degrees accuracy, interchangeable head, and you see basically how long it is. Okay, there's some techs out there and some mechanics may possibly don't know that exists. um Here's another item right here that I was looking at. Okay, this is a pneumatic torque wrench right here, and as you can see, the part number is PTM 1000. Okay, and then it gives you its specs with a twin motor technology, allows the PTM to be both lightweight and fast, compact and powerful, allowing excellent access to a variety of threaded fasteners, and so on and so forth. And down here, as you can see, the descriptions, the torque ranges, foot per pounds, okay, square drives, as far as what is available. Okay, and then over on this end, you would have your stock numbers. Okay, so this catalog right here that I have, it covers a lot of different things. Okay, your drive tools and so on and so forth. Give you a good example. If you ever needed specific part numbers and you was looking for something, okay, just to give you a good idea, that I have this catalog, so if anybody out there, they need some help locating a particular item, and they know what the item is, but they technically don't know what the part numbers are and things of that nature. I may be able to give you a hand and give you the part numbers so that you can give them to your dealers and things like that. Okay, as you can see, they have a long range of lot of different things, like a lot of different things that's going on in this catalog. It really covers a lot. It's not a small catalog at all. To give you a good example, and a modification some time ago that I was thinking about for the US General is, if I can find them real quick. Okay, you see how Harbor Freight came out with the bumper guards for the US General tool carts, right? These are the bumpers for the snap-on carts that extends the whole length of the cart. Okay, and then they have them in different colors. And as you can see, these are the part numbers. So say, for instance, hypothetically speaking, you had a Harbor Freight US General tool cart and you were remodifying. As you see, they have the metallic silver, so the part number would be KACG24RC. Okay, then they have other colors. Okay, then down here would be your specs. So I can basically pull these in any color if I technically wanted to, and I could start remodifying the whole tool cart if I basically wanted with snap-on products. Okay, when it came to the cordless tool holder, which I picked up the idea from Dale Lucid's channel, Lucid's channel, and Lakes to Land. They were the first two. Lakes to Land was the first one to put out the video, and then Dale Lucid put out the second video. Okay, and basically informed me of getting the cordless holder. But ever since I got it, I took a look at it. I have it. I actually had it in the storage yesterday. But when I think about it now that I actually have it, I've been coming across quite a few other solutions, because I do actually have a lot of different guns. Okay, And I mainly more want to get the guns out of the cart. And if I can get 6 guns lined up side by side all together, I'm more enough trying to do that. I have been looking at a cordless tool holder that's designed by Proto. I believe the Proto design is almost similar to the snap-on designs. Also, the snap-on designs is in here. Also, I'm just not quite sure exactly where they're at. They show something similar. Matter of fact, I think this is one of them for their cordless tool holder. See if we can get the part number for you, which is KS12APWRPC. Okay. So like I said, in this catalog right here provides basically a lot. Snap-on products, blueprint, quarter-inch, 3/8 drive tools, half-inch drive tools, whether you need tool storages, chrome sockets, specialty sockets, power sockets, and so on and so forth. All sorts of different punch chisels and hammers. They basically have everything that you're basically looking for. Okay. They even have full range sets that come with tool storages that you can buy all in a one-shot deal, which is called set building and things of that nature. Okay, just to give you a little preview of that real quick. So when I do get on a snap-on truck, it's not about more enough what the dealer has to show me what is new on a truck, because a lot of times those items that are on a truck are items that I'm already aware of or that I already see. If something is thrown in a BOGO deal, it's not to say that I haven't seen those items already. It's just the point of the fact that they're putting them out on a special deal and they're putting them out on a BOGO deal. But the conversations that I have with my dealer is bringing new equipment and new items to his attention that either he didn't know exist or he doesn't carry on his truck. And then when he realized, like an individual like me is coming to the truck and I'm asking for something that he does not hold, and it becomes a special order, and then other people start to realize, oh, that these items exist, then guess what? Then it starts to become in demand, and then that's when he decides to actually get it in stock. Okay, because for the longest that I had, the double boxing flex head ratcheting wrenches was a set that he technically didn't carry, because it is an expensive set. Not everybody, has the money to purchase that set. And just so to say, with the 0 degrees offset boxing wrenches, that was a set that I owned that I didn't pick up from off the truck. I had to actually purchase that from an outside platform. And that's only due to the fact that I kept getting on the truck asking, and he never had them on a truck, so I chose a different lane to obtain that. A lot of equipment that I have in Snap-on, at times when I would get on a truck and I'm asking and I'm looking for certain particular items that he technically don't carry, that's when I chose to use other platforms to basically obtain that equipment. Okay, so that's pretty much it on that. Like I said, stay tuned to later on this evening. I will be going back to the storage. And if you have time to view the video, because the video, it's not going to be a short video. The video is going to be quite long. So I suggest you get your Dunkin' Donuts coffee or whatever your preference of choice is. And, when I upload the video later on, just, sit back, take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? Observe what's going on. And for the younger technicians out there, I want to do that video over again because, like I was saying, it's not always about tool truck brand company tools and, Milwaukee this or Snap on that. There's plenty of other tools out there, cheaper brands that's more affordable for your budget. That means I don't suggest any younger technician out there to be looking to purchase a $5,000 to $10,000 toolbox okay, and you don't have your equipment up, because technically and honestly, it doesn't look right to have a $5,000, $10,000 tool chest or toolbox, and the equipment that you possess don't match the value or succeed the value of the storage equipment. You know, I'm not gonna get out and buy a sophisticated, expensive security system safe to basically lock up $10. You understand? If I have a sophisticated security safe, it's gonna be, you know, quite a lot. Something that's really worth something really storing and locking up. Okay, so that's mainly more the point of that. So until later on, we're gonna check you later. Everybody enjoy the rest of the afternoon until I get to that storage unit. I'm gonna check you later. Peace.